Thank you for registering to attend Scout Camp at Camp Tifie, and welcome to this orientation meeting. My name is Adam Hall. I'm the camp director for Camp Tifie. With us is Leif Connor, and he'll introduce himself as well in just a second. A little bit about myself. I'm 23 years old. I currently am a full-time student at Utah Valley University, and I love scouting. I've worked at Scout Camp for a number of summers, and this is my third summer working as a camp director specifically, my first year at Camp Tifie, and we are really excited to get to know you and to have a wonderful time while you're at camp. And the first thing that I want to mention, if you have any questions for me leading up to camp, you can email me specifically at bornofthemountains, spelled like it sounds, @gmail.com. And we'll turn on time over to Leif to introduce himself.
Thanks, Adam. So I'm Leif Connor, and I've worked for scout camps since I was a teenager, I think somewhere around 25 years, and been the camp director at a few different camps and a program director also for a few years. This is my first time at Tifie as well, though I went there as a scoutmaster back in 2013 and got to spend a few days and see what a beautiful camp it is. I'm really excited to work with Adam and our staff and to be able to serve all of you coming during this Scout Week at Tifie. If you have questions that I can also help answer related to the program at camp, you can email me at Connor, CONNERLG@gmail.com. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Leif. Before we get started with a lot of the information, just as a reminder, all the information that we'll be talking about today can be found at utahscouts.org/Tifie. And so that'll be where the leader's guide is, and the schedule and everything, that will all be there. And specific forums that we'll talk about can all be found there. So Camp Tifie is located about just shy of a 2-hour drive from Salt Lake City. It's just above Mount Pleasant. It's about 15 minutes from Mount Pleasant specifically. And that'll be important, obviously, to prep for drive time and everything, because the scout camp schedule starts Monday morning. And we hope to have you arriving between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning. And that will give you enough time to do everything that you need to get ready, get campsites set up, get check-in all done, and just get settled so we can have a wonderful week while you're for camp. When you're coming into camp, we will allow you to have a trailer or a vehicle left at your campsite in order to allow you to store food and everything that you might need there, so that all that's ready to go and stored in a place where critters can't get to it. So just remember that. So we'll let you do that. And then when you come to do check-in, make sure you bring, make sure I have a single leader come to check-in. And that will be held at the lodge, the main lodge. And so that's where you'll bring all the forms, and make sure specifically you have the health forms, parts A, B, and C for the youth and leaders. We also ask that you have a group roster so we know who is all going to be at camp. And you can complete that on the camp's webpage. And then once you come to camp, we are going to hopefully have a way for our staff to be able to give you a bit of a tour for Camp Tifie, because we hope we'll have many newcomers at Tifie and give you kind of an idea of where everything is in camp. And then looking towards the, with swim checks, we would ask and encourage you to do your own swim checks before. I think that will make it easier for you as leaders to have one less thing to worry about when you come to camp. But if for some reason you can't, we will be able to do that. We just encourage you to do it beforehand. And the swim check forms are available once again on the camp's webpage. And then by the end of the week, check out once again. That will be held on Saturday morning. Most of the troops will leave before 10 on Saturdays. And as a reminder, we just ask that you leave the campsite better than you found it. On kind of a different administrative side, payments are due, half of the total balance is due May 3rd. And Leif will talk about this a little bit more, but that will allow you to get into merit badge signups, which is a big deal for Scout Camp. So make sure you have that done. And then the rest of the payment is going to be due 2 weeks before you come to camp. And then our goal as a camp is to provide the best experience. And visitors, I think, are sometimes a big part of Scout Camp and having those people come to visit. And if any visitors are coming, let us know at the beginning of the week so we can be aware that they're coming. And then at the end of the week, because if they eat a meal or anything, that's going to be an additional cost, just a little bit. And we'll just need to know so that we can take care of that at the end of the week. We've done a great job, and we're working hard to make sure we have the best staff possible so that we can give you the greatest experience that Camp Tifie can give you. And one of the most important individuals in that is going to be Leif. And so I'm going to turn the time over to him, and he's going to go over the program. And I personally, Leif is incredible, and he's going to do a great job of making sure this program is going to be the best that it can be. So I'm going to turn the time over to him.
Thanks, Adam. Like Adam said, we're really excited to provide you with a wonderful week of Scout Camp. We know that Scout Camp is something that troops look forward to throughout the year. I'm a Scoutmaster of a troop down in Provo, and we're signed up to come to Tifie also. So we'll have our troop there that week. And I want them to have the same great experience that I want to help provide for all the troops that come. We do have a great staff, and we're going to be able to provide lots of fun activities, including advancement activities, an evening program, uh, polar plunge in the morning, and throughout the week, just a lot of great games and fun time together. So one of the things that you'll do before you come to camp is sign up for the merit badge classes online. There will be 3 regular merit badge classes each day. They'll begin on Monday afternoon at 2:30, and you'll go to each of these merit badge classes for 50 minutes, and um, they involve nature. We'll have nature merit badges. We have swimming, life saving at the pool. We'll have a shotgun and rifle shooting and archery and handicraft. So there's a variety of merit badge options and opportunities. Um, we will like to have uh, you sign up before you come to camp so that you know what classes you'll be going to. But when you get there, you can verify that, and so that will be part of check-in. And then after dinner on Monday night, we'll have a um, meetings for the senior patrol leader and the scoutmaster where we'll go over some specifics about the program before we start our campfire program for Monday night. And the staff's going to put on a great campfire program for you guys on Monday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday morning, when you wake up, we'll have breakfast. Whether you eat in the dining hall or bring your own breakfast, you'll have breakfast in the morning. And then following or during breakfast, there will be a campsite inspection. The commissioner will come around and visit each campsite, and we'll have a fun inspection. It's an opportunity for you to uh, show off your troop and show that how you're practicing the methods of scouting and and to revisit the safety of the campsite and let you know information about the program. So those camp inspections in the morning are really fun with the commissioner. We encourage you all to have a full scout uniform as part of the inspection. We'll be looking at uniform. We have morning flag ceremonies, and these will involve messages put on as in the form of skits to help advertise the different activities that scouts can be involved in the camp. They provide information and a lot of fun. And after flag ceremony, we go to our merit badge classes. After lunch on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll have free time. During the free time, your scouts can go to the pool to enjoy the waterfront. They can go to the ranges and enjoy the shooting sports. They can go to uh, the um, nature areas and work on and scoutcraft and work on merit badges and handicraft and work on merit badges. So these are times where scouts can do additional merit badges if they would like to, or they can just have fun together with their friends at scout camp and participating in the activities that are there. And then each evening after dinner, we'll have an activity. Tuesday night's activity is going to be Scoutcraft skill events, and we'll follow that by Fellowship of the Buffalo Guides induction ceremony. This is for the senior patrol leaders, and we'll be setting them apart as leaders for the week, recognizing them before the camp and with a special ceremony to honor them. And that's going to be a fun time for the troops and to honor their leaders that they've chosen. And then Wednesday nights, Wednesday will look the same as Tuesday in terms of program until the evening when we'll have a flag ceremony and commissioner campfire. In that time, this is a chance where each troop prepares a skit, a song, and a run-on and performs for each other. And we'll have campfires set up at different parts of the camp where troops can show off their skits and enjoy watching each other perform. Thursday's morning and afternoon is going to look the same. And then we will have the camp-wide games on Thursday night, followed by Honor Trail, and that's going to be a really fun adventure and a lot of fun time. On Friday morning, we'll have a open merit badge completion time during the morning. So rather than going to the 3 merit badges that you had already gone to, you can go to any merit badge that you've already started during the week. And what that will do is give you a chance to finish any merit badges that have not been finished during that morning time, and then we'll have lunch, and then after lunch we're going to have a big event called the Tifie Pentathlon, where we're going to have different events that we can be participating in, kind of like an Olympics. So it'll include waterfront, but it will also include other events through the camp and the ranges. And during that time, troops will be able to compete against each other and just have and against themselves and have a lot of fun together. And then we'll have a checkout after dinner in the lodge for the scoutmasters, a chance for you to pick up your merit badge information, things that you'd had. Make sure that you have all that so that your Saturday morning will have one less thing for you to worry about. Friday night, we have a closing campfire with a patriotic flag retirement. It's going to be a really great event put on by the camp staff for Friday night. Throughout everything we do during the week, we will be emphasizing the aims and methods of scouting, and and we'll have each day a meeting for the scoutmasters and adult leaders to review what's happening in camp and the program, and to put that in the light of scouting. We call that the Scoutmaster Roundtable, like invite you to participate in that. We'll also have some opportunities for scouts who are working on tenderfoot, second and first class rank advancement to work on that. We call that Trail to First Class. And that can be taken as a merit badge class during the 3rd merit badge hour, or worked on during free time by going down to the designated area in camp and working on those requirements. And we'll have a sheet that will be given to each scout where they can be initialed by our staff each day on the requirements that they have completed with our staff, so that you as adult leaders can keep track of progress of your scouts throughout the week in their rank advancement. We'll also have some training opportunities for um, I already mentioned the Scoutmaster Roundtable, so that's going to be a good training for the Scoutmasters and adult leaders. Um, so that's our program. We'll have a lot of other fun things going on, but I'm going to turn the time back over to Adam to wrap up some of the other information about camp.
Perfect. Thanks, Leif. This is going to be a great program. He's one of the best, and our staff is going to be one of the best. If it'll be the best that we'll have in the council. We're going to give the best program that we can, and it's going to be a great time. As far as food options, I'm going to talk about food options really quick, and then Leif will go over safety, and then we'll just do a couple more points. So our food options, you might already know this. There are two options. Either you can eat with us in the dining hall. That's pretty easy for you, where you just come, we feed you, you eat, and we clean up, and you just go have a great time. And then the other option is where you will plan and bring your own food and have you as a troop to cook it. And both options are great, and both options are there. And just remember that to make sure that is figured out, because food makes or breaks scout camp. And so we just want to remind you of that. And if you have any questions specifically about the dining hall options or any other maybe specific questions, kind of administrative related, you can also call the camp service desk, and their number is 801-479-5460. So that is the dining hall option or the food options.
And I think maybe I missed that you mentioned this, Adam. If someone has a food allergy or like specific need, there's a form they fill out that's on the camp website, right?
I did not. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay.
Yeah, like Leif mentioned, there's a
Yeah.
form, and this is, I mean, obviously this is important, the food allergy. We need to know at least a couple weeks before camp about allergies so that we can be prepared for that and make whatever plans we need to. And that there's a form, like Leif mentioned, on the camp webpage, and you can go fill that out so that we can know and be aware of any allergies before you come up to camp.
Great, thanks, Adam. So I also just want to remind you that one of our most important jobs as staff and as adult leaders is the safety of the troop. So a few things that we would like you to consider as you're preparing for camp. One is to protect the camp and the scouts. We have a rule against climbing trees, and you may have heard that a few years back there was someone that fell from a tree at one of our scout camps. It was really hard on the camp, the family, and the council that had happened. So climbing trees is something that we won't be doing. We have beautiful cope course at Tifie, and there will be opportunities for some of the scouts, especially the older scouts, to participate in the cope programs and cope course during the week. But that's something that also we just need to use only under the direction of those people that are trained and qualified to do that. The same with the swimming pool and the ranges and other areas of the camp. We also ask to have no hammocks attached to trees in the camp. If you would like to sleep in a hammock, or you have a scout that insists to sleep in a hammock, you need to bring a stand that can hold that. This is to protect our trees, and also to keep the camp looking nice, that we'll be using year after year, those same campsites, and we just want to really protect the trees that are living there. We mentioned allergies and things, Adam, for mentioning that. And then the other thing is fire restrictions, and we will be pretty early in the season, so I imagine that we'll be able to have fire without too much restriction, as long as we're doing it safely. This means following all the fire guard safety procedures, and that will be part of your daily inspection to go over and understand what the fire safety is. We'll also need to think about firewood. And Adam, maybe you're familiar with the camp. Is there firewood already there for?
Yes, there's going to be a lot of firewood available at camp. And I mean, we'll watch fire restrictions and everything just to know, but yes, there will be plenty of firewood. There will be enough that there will be no cutting down trees or anything for that. So yes, there will be plenty.
Awesome. So there will be wood there, but you'll want to bring the tools like axe or hatchet so that you can prepare that wood for your fire, and that should be a lot of fun.
Thanks, Leif. Another important item to know, internet will be limited to camp use only, but you might be excited to know that there is cell service throughout all of camp. And so if you as leaders have any business you need to take care of, whether it's phone calls or emails or anything like that, there is service and plenty of it. So you will have, you'll be able to do all of that in camp. Another something to look forward to, June 4th and 5th will be the annual service weekend for Camp Tifie. So that will be a free event, an opportunity for you to bring up your families, your troops, anybody to come to camp before you come for the summer, and or for camp, and and to do some service to help us to get some things ready. And it's a big help to us, and so we would just want to invite you to that. Um, and I gave my and we both gave our contact info if you have any questions for us. And those are the biggest things. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out or call the camp service desk. We are so excited. This is going to be an incredible time at Tifie. It's a beautiful camp. I'd never been there before this last fall, and but since then, every chance that I've gotten, I've spent some time there because it's a beautiful camp. I absolutely love it, and we're gonna have a great time. You can see it behind me. This is the lodge. It's a gorgeous camp, and we've got a wonderful program that we're putting together, and we're just so excited for you to come to camp. And with that, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you this summer.